I was totally cursed. I was really cursed. So she cast a lot of spells about it being too cold to bike, about not being able to go out to get food, about the soup kitchen being closed, and about my pipes freezing. I even countered most of these, and they still worked. So luckily I don't think my major pipes are frozen, but this water filter was installed by Paul of Tarsus incorrectly, and it's probably a very easy fix. But this was also installed it without a backing, so mice get into here and they pooped all over stuff, and it splashed onto that, and also the plumbing sewage backed up and leaked into this pipe, which splashed off of the bottom and onto my water filter. So I'm never touching this again. This stuff is going into the garbage. Anyways, this entire kitchen needs redone at this point, because even though I cleaned it when I came in, it's all contaminated with mouse crap. But Jezebel has, you see this mouse crap down here? Cast a spell about my plumbing leaking, which I countered, so it looks like not all of it, but this water filter is dripping down the line. And it's actually melting now because I turned my temperature up, but this water filter was not screwed on properly and sealed by Paul, so it leaked. You see it dripping there. And it was so cold in here that there's actually like an ice cube where the water is freezing. Now, a lot more of this was frozen until I opened this a few minutes ago. So I opened this door to see what was going on, and there was actually like a much larger piece of ice connected, almost connected to this pipe here. But since I've opened this door, the heat in the house has warmed this up a bit. So anyways, this is not good. And it spilled, so I noticed it spilled all over this floor here. I mopped it up, and then I found a rug I had bought at Dollar Tree and put under here for now. So anyways, Jezebel cast a spell on me. Jezebel cast a spell on me. My webcam camera is working, but the microphone is not. I'm going to try to restart my computer. So I'm not able to record new videos or my new songs. I guess I'm not supposed to. I've been at home today eating food that I got from a food pantry, which is great, except for I'm not able to cook any fancy meals, and there's like no cheese. Like I have cereal with no milk. There's no cheese. I don't have a lot of great seasoning. And a lot of this stuff, it's good if you add it to a meal that tastes good, but on its own, it's just not enough to be appetizing or really taste great. And that's fine. I ate it anyways, but since my mother had cast a spell and cursed me so that I'm stuck at home, then my father called and offered to buy me $100 worth of groceries at Walmart, which I have done. But part of this also is when my mother was on the phone, she said that I needed to shovel the snow in my yard. She said I needed to shovel the snow to my porch, and I said it doesn't matter, no one walks on it anyways. So then my father called and told me to have food delivered, so I had to just go outside and shovel the snow. So this is some sick joke. Anyways, I finally responded to her text after about a year. And then she said, when's a good time to call? And then cast all these spells about my plumbing leaking, not being able to go out, too cold to go on the bike, soup kitchen's closed, and I also had to shovel the snow in my front yard, which I was just going to leave, honestly. So I'm not contacting you again. Also, the same day that I texted her, she was at a meeting. I went to a meeting. It's private. I'm not going to discuss the details, but she was sitting next to me in a different body. She also cursed me by giving me a piece of cake, even though she got her own piece of cake. She just got a piece. We were all getting a piece, and she handed me hers to give me a curse, and then said it real loud and pointed at me. But it didn't stick. Someone launched their car at me like they were going to hit me, and then I just weaved between some other cars, and they left. So, no, I'm very much still alive from that. But Jezebel does not change. And actually, I spoke to my father, who was an enemy. He said, well, you know who your mother is, and that she gets mad. She was mad. She was mad that I did not respond to her text messages, so she cast a bunch of spells on me. And, well, guess what? I'm not going to respond to him anymore now.